Hey, 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 hey. Thanks for tuning in again. Brett and Jamie here on our podcast, number 3. How you doing, Brett?
Hey, I'm doing great, Jamie. How are you?
I'm excellent. Thank you very much. I just want to take care of a few things right now. Let's get rid of some sponsors. Well, not get rid of. We need the sponsors.
We need a sponsor.
Let's take care of some business. The first segment is brought to you by EJ Gerkel Roofing. Their slogan is, if your top's off, we're here for you. And just go ahead and mention that you heard about them on this podcast, and they'll take care of 50% of your costs, whether it do with roofing or tiling or anything like that.
Well, we're back from the Super Bowl.
Oh, boy, are we ever.
We had a great time. As you guys know, we were in Santa Clara last week. There live for the Super Bowl. I had a good time. How about you?
I had a great time until you forced me out of the room the other night because you were doing whatever you were doing. But that's fine.
Well, I had to do my taxes, if you will.
Of course you had to do your taxes.
Absolutely.
And so we're back on the kick of us not being able to predict or pick or choose any sort of a winner because we were both so far off with the score that we picked for the Super Bowl.
That's very true. And we're not going to go on and, get into that whole Cam Newton thing like everyone's talking about. It's done on other radio stations and podcasts. We're not going to do that. So we're going to say...
This isn't a sports show.
Exactly. And now that football's over, for all our people that listen to our podcast that don't like sports... We're not going to be talking about any other sport probably now that football is over for the whole year.
Right, for a long while.
It's
especially since my Montreal Canadiens suck.
Yeah, well, Pittsburgh Penguins are. I guess we are talking about sports now. Okay, we'll probably be touching on hockey, so I forgot. But enough of that. Jamie, we got to talk about. Well, you moved recently.
I did. I'm now. Should I let the cat out of the bag?
You know what? I think you should. I trust our audience members. It's different now.
All right. Well, don't come stalking me, but I'm now in Venice. And I went for a walk on the Venice Pier maybe 2 days ago. And I'm not going to lie. I used to live in Hollywood, but these people were the most ridiculous I've ever seen in my life. I'm talking about a gentleman, I don't know his name, obviously, wearing roller skates, wearing a, what do you call it? A Speedo.
Speedo, wow.
With horns glued to his head and gold chains, roller skating up and down the boardwalk, just singing, interacting with all kinds of tourists, charging people money for pictures with him, which is the other thing I don't understand. There are plenty of people on that boardwalk that charge money for pictures with them, and I don't understand it. I guess it is kind of like the same thing with Hollywood, why you're paying people to take pictures with cartoon characters, and it just blows my mind that that kind of stuff happens.
Hustlers.
I guess so.
I worked in Times Square for 4 years, and it's the same thing. Just people just trying to make a buck dressed like Superman's bowel movement,
or some sort of devil on roller skates from hell.
That's a new one. That's like a more disturbing Flava Flav, if you will.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah, exactly. That was Flavor Flav 2.0 in the new millennium. I guess that's where this guy got his inspiration from. And there are no more like roller derbies or roller tracks around. So he decides to go up and down the boardwalk because he passed me literally 4 times, and I was surprised that he didn't ask for my phone number or try to take advantage of me or anything like that. But
I wonder what they do on taxes.
I have no idea.
Like, what do they claim?
No, you can't report that. This isn't SAG. You cannot report cash.
Oh, speaking of SAG, they finally sent me my my dues report for the year.
Oh, good.
So basically, the Screen Actors Guild, for those of you who don't know what they do when it comes to tax time, they actually send you a form on top of your W-2s that you made from the various entertainment companies that you work for, or the seldom entertainment companies that I worked for the past year. Then they make you
both.
Write down for yourself to report back to them how much you made. And on the actual form, there's a claim box, and it's to
there
check.
Are 2 claim boxes.
Yeah, there are 2 claim boxes, and the one is to check off if you made more than 100,000 or less. And I'm just looking at this thing, almost in tears. Like, you mean to tell me people make 100,000? I mean, I know there's the big ones, but I just want to be that guy to be able to check. Oh yes, I made $100,000. Let me just check that off. Yes, and 4 years with SAG now, and I've gone to the less than 100,000 every single time. So that was depressing.
I agree that 100,000 is a completely depressing cutoff point for any actor out there. Because when you receive that letter, you take a look at it and you so desperately want to check off that box, but they know, which I don't even understand why they send you that box, because they know the money that you've made. You know, they get the reports as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you got something from SAG as well. It wasn't from the WG report, but
I got a residual check, and it was when I knew what it was when I got it. And I was so happy to open it because the first one I think was like $250, and then it gradually lessened. So it went from like $250 to maybe $105 to $50, and then I got this one this time. And actually, Brett, why don't you tell them, because you saw it, why don't you tell them what the check was for this time?
8 cents.
That is correct. 8 cents. I got a check in the mail for 8 cents, and it cost them 41 cents to mail me. So
man.
I just don't understand why they send me that stuff. Or, I mean, 8 cents is 8 cents, I guess. I mean, I find that amount of money on the street every day, but
people are throwing that in the garbage can
yeah,
now. Literally,
exactly.
I've seen people just throw change in. Like, I'm not as guilty as that. To like, I don't throw change in the garbage can, but I'll throw change in my middle center console of my car, and I'll throw change into the tip jar, like it's Scrooge giving a shilling to Bob Cratchit,
or guys dressed as devils with horns wearing Speedos on roller skates in Venice.
I'll give them change.
Yes.
And that's no problem.
Yeah.
Speaking of weirdos, guys, we have a new segment actually called Boneheads in the News. We're going to take you away to Boneheads in the News.
New segment coming up right now, Boneheads in the News, and this one it does need a little bit of a setup. Animals are smart these days. They can sit, they can stand.
Use the bathroom.
They can use the... You're right, they can use the bathroom, as long as it's not my front lawn. But yeah, so this, just so you know, they can't read. Humans have, you know, the ability to write and read and understand the signs that other humans put up. But animals aren't that smart.
You got to play the clip. This is just ridiculous. People
You need to listen to this lady, and she's 100% serious. And just listen, and we'll give our opinion in 1 second.
I wanted to voice my opinion on something that's been bothering me for a really long time.
Okay.
I tried writing the newspaper and contacting TV stations, but nobody seems to want to stay with this. So that's why I'm calling you guys. Okay.
What's the issue?
Well, over the past few years, I've been involved in 3 separate car accidents involving deer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with the population and everything. Each of these incidents, they've occurred shortly after I saw a deer crossing sign on the highway. Well, my frustration is that Minnesota and North Dakota Departments of Transportation would allow these deer crossings to be in such high traffic areas. I mean, I've even seen them on the interstate. Why are we encouraging deer to cross at the interstate? I don't get it. That's such a high traffic area. I mean, I understand that deer love animals and they need to travel across the streets occasionally to survive and, of course, to find food, but it seems to me that so irresponsible of us to allow these deer crossings to be in areas where these deer are so likely to be struck by oncoming traffic. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, wouldn't you agree? You know what I would agree with? The fact that you're an idiot, which Brett has brought up multiple times, lady.
Someone needs to hit you over the head with a tack camera because you're a moron.
Are you kidding? The fact that you've had 3 separate car accidents in the last little while, lady, these deer do not understand the fact that this is where they need to cross. It's not a school crossing, okay? It's for you to know as a driver that there are deer in the area and to slow down and understand that they could be crossing the road.
Deer frequent the area because there's woods nearby. Deer are nearby. They don't read it and say, oh my god, how are we gonna fuck up this girl's day?
Guys, we need to get to the other side. Oh no, there's a crossing over here, let's go. I wish they would put a stoplight up, but they don't, so let's just go across the road. Like, really, I don't understand who in the world could believe that this is a sign for deer to actually cross.
The end of days could possibly be near when people start to listen to Disney movies.
Yeah.
And they, and then real life, the thin line becomes an absolute blur from reality. This is the unfortunate. This is a true bonehead.
Yeah, it 100% is. And lady, I'm going to give you some advice. I think your best bet in the world is to move to Venice, buy a pair of roller skates and a pair of horns, put them on your head, and just go up and down the Venice Boulevard.
Because you are a true bonehead in the news. Oh, well, guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break. But when we're back, we're going to talk about more stuff.
That is correct. We'd like you to, guys, I want to thank Zia Joe for sending us that clip. That goes for anybody that wants to help us out, wants to send us anything that they feel happy about, strongly about, any feedback, any ideas. Just email us at fedupinhollywood@gmail.com. It's all one word, Fed Up in Hollywood, not to be confused with Fed Up in Bollywood. But yeah, send us an email, send us your clips, send us your ideas, anything like that, and we'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for listening. The second segment right now is brought to you by Wally Salahar, Master Electrician. His slogan is, we'll toggle your wires till you get lit. So go ahead, mention this ad that you heard about him on Fed Up in Hollywood, and he will give you 26.2% off, which is, it sounds a little unorthodox, but it's actually really good.
It's a deal, a true deal.
It is actually a true deal. So, Brett, do you know what today is?
Ash Wednesday.
That is correct. It is Ash Wednesday. You giving up anything for Lent?
Yes, I am actually.
I would hope so.
Because I just realized that this free food I've been getting online has become more toxic than good. And all these holidays with food. It was also National Pizza Day.
Yesterday.
Yes. And I've just been...
Because it was Fat Tuesday.
It was Fat Tuesday.
Well, it makes sense.
Yeah, I was extremely gluttonous. And,
yes.
I'm going to eat healthier. I am just this free food and...
Wait.
Just consumption has got to stop.
Starting today, you're going to eat healthier?
Yes.
So you're giving up horrible food for Lent?
Yes, even though on the way over here, I used my coupon for Jack in the Box and got a double Jack. And enjoyed it crying in my car on the way over.
Good to know.
How about you?
What am I giving up for Lent? I guess I'm giving up, I really have no idea. I haven't even thought about it. Probably going to be giving up ethnic food, if I had to guess.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just hard on the stomach. It's yesterday, like you said, it was Fat Tuesday, and I got this text from a friend at work telling me to get a free burrito from Chipotle, and I subscribed to that. I got the free burrito, but I'm not sure I want to use the coupon. I've heard there have been a bunch of problems with that. Have you heard about any of those?
Yeah, actually a bunch of problems. All right, guys, so I don't know if any of you have heard, but a lawyer in Maryland named Henry Levine, not to be confused with Adam Levine. Henry Levine, guys. So what we did is we text, to get the free burrito, for those of you who do know, you text rain check to a specific number.
Yes.
And I guess a lot of people were adding numbers, and it would go to this lawyer's...
somebody's phone. I had to text 888-111, which is only 6 numbers. It isn't a phone number.
Exactly, but people
you're saying people are adding numbers to it?
People were adding numbers to it, and we'd go to this one guy's phone, and this lawyer received over 300 text messages. And at first, he had no idea what was going on. He was like, can I help you? And then someone tipped him off and told him about what was happening, so he got into it as well. And then eventually, some of the people texting got a little crude and basically called him a burrito and told him to bleeping get them their bleeping burrito, or they were going to bleep him up. That's what a lot of people were saying when they were disappointed that they weren't receiving any text about receiving their free burrito.
But who's following these instructions? I mean, I got the instruction to dial 888-111. Who's adding an extra number? Like, why do you feel or believe that it has to be a 7-digit number?
Well, I'll tell you who it is right now. That lady with the deer crossing. That lady with the deer crossing.
I'm sure she was one. She was the first one looking at the message saying that this is not a dialable phone number. I cannot text somebody who doesn't have a 7th digit. That's a great point. Yeah.
We're doomed.
We are doomed. This world is going... It's just going downhill at this point.
This isn't a religion show or a political show. We promise we won't keep it at that. Show. And yes, we promise we won't keep it at that.
Yes.
And like we said, fedupandhollywood@gmail.com.
Yeah,
we just
send
want to
us
say
your
that
stuff.
again. Even if you hate the show and you despise us, we want to see your hate comments. All we want you to do is subscribe.
That's right. I mean, don't make them too bad to where the FBI is investigating our email address.
Especially now that you know Jamie is in Venice and we're from his home office, the home studio.
But I want to touch on one point, speaking about ethnic food. I was talking to my father earlier this week, and he goes to this Chinese place around the corner that we've gone to for years, and he gets the 6A, which is the combo meal. But he was angry because they took the MSG out of the meal itself, and I couldn't understand why until he finally told me that he was angry that they took the MSG out of the meal, but refused to lower the price after they took out the MSG. So I guess he was just angry that they took something out of the meal, but did not want to lower the price.
Well, we're going to have a lot of people getting mad at Chipotle now. They're like, damn it, I got E. coli, but that spinach was organic, damn it.
It was free. I got free E. coli from Chipotle. So we're going to take it to our second commercial break, or a little break, and we'll be right back with a commercial. Hope you're all doing well, and see you in a second. Miss you.
Hey guys, welcome back to Fed Up in Hollywood. Guys, Valentine's Day is right around the corner. And trust me, the ladies don't want to be caught with a limp burrito in their hand. You got to call our friends at 1-800-NO-BE-LIMP. That's 1-800-NO-BE-LIMP. Guys, and that's how you're going to get your night started.
Side effects may cause flaccid penis or death.
Well, we're going to take it to the next segment. It's also a new segment. It's called...
second new one of the day.
That's right, guys. It's called This Day in History.
Here we go, here we go. On this day in history, in 1993, Michael Jackson announced that his skin was lightened due to a medical disorder and that he has had very little cosmetic surgery. Here's the clip.
One, this is the situation. I have a skin disorder that destroys the pigmentation of the skin. It's something that I cannot help. Okay, but when people make up stories that I don't want to be who I am, it hurts me.
On this day in history, in 1920, Major League Baseball outlaws pitches that involve any tampering with.
Are you crying?
No.
Are you crying? Are you crying? There's no crying. There's no crying in baseball.
Finally, our third moment, this day in history, in 1933, New York City introduces the first singing telegram.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
Fantastic.
Those are great things today in history.
What was your favorite?
I've never got a singing telegram, so it can't be that. I love baseball. It'll probably be that one, even though I do like Michael Jackson, but he's clearly a liar.
Yes.
Yeah. So, well, speaking of that third ad that we had, do you have any plans for Valentine's Day?
Well, I'm actually going to be going to Vegas. I'm working a fashion show.
Yeah, you are.
And I leave Sunday morning. It's not as glamorous as you think. Basically, I'm giving people directions. So for a whole day, I'm gonna be like, "Hi, go that way. Hi." I'm doing that for 4 days straight. So those are my big Valentine's Day plans. How about yourself?
So you mean you're going up and down the fashion runway, is what you mean by giving fashion directions, just up and down.
Exactly.
So you're choreographing a fashion show.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow,
Everyone's
put that
gonna
on
be
the
there.
resume.
Yep.
That is wonderful. My plans, the 99-cent store is going to be selling wonderful chocolate as well as cheap champagne.
Ooh.
So I will be getting 0 chocolate and 4 bottles of champagne and sitting on my couch, unless anyone emails fedupinhollywood@gmail.com.
That's right, guys.
And wants to do something, young, single, and ready. How did this get into a dating plug? I mean, shouldn't I be using the 1-800-NO-BE-LIMP?
Guys,
Yeah.
remember to give them a call. If the woman does not want a limp burrito in the room, she wants a cheesy gordita crunch. So just call No Be Limp, guys.
That's
Take care of
I mean,
everything
no.
for you.
I have no plans for Valentine's Day, much like for Super Bowl or any other day of the week. But guys, yeah, honestly, thanks for listening. Email us, send us your ideas, comments. We want your feedback, suggestions, your critiques. Even if you hate us, we'd love to hear it so we can make fun of you. And we're now available on iTunes. Just search Fed Up in Hollywood. Thank you very much for getting that going, Brett.
Anytime.
I just want to say bye to everyone in Canada. Thank you guys for listening. All of our listeners, all 31 of you. We appreciate it. Yeah. What about yourself, Brett? Any sign-offs?
Well, I just want to say, guys, once again, we will be here next week with the director of our new upcoming web series.
Good call. Yes, D will be with us.
So we will actually have a female.
Yes.
For all our female listeners, all 4 of you, there will be a female here as well.
Yes. Yeah, she'll be helping out. She'll be here for a little interview telling us about the web series, telling you guys about that. Brent and I have a couple of projects coming up, which we're not going to discuss right now, but we will in the future.
That's right. They will be on the site, guys. We're going to start uploading the videos that me and Jamie do up on YouTube. We're going to get a Facebook page, Twitter account,
Yep.
Instagram, all that stuff. So you won't just
be listening to us. Make sure you subscribe to us, please.
Yes,
the more The more the merrier.
Yes, please.
Yes.
If all 30 of you could say it to at least one friend, we'd have 60 more friends if they did decide to chime in. So we're on our way.
So we're chain lettering now.
Yeah, we're sending a telegram.
Perfect.
Through keyboard.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it doesn't sound so great. So, I guess I got the buzz for this weekend. Anyways, hope you guys are well. Thanks, guys, for listening. Remember, please, we need your help, your support, your ideas, and everything. Email us at fedupinhollywood@gmail.com. All one word, fedupinhollywood@gmail.com. And again, we'll soon have a Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
MySpace.
MySpace as well, kicking it back to the 90s. For you to follow us on, to help us out with. But to sign it off,
don't be fed up. We'll do it for you.